Information coming at you from every direction at a fast pace too. It could impact your attention span. We have a doctor standing by to talk about something they are calling popcorn brain. A recent study found some 62% of the global population is on social media. Just last month, the average daily use clocked in at 2 hours and 23 minutes online. Mental health experts are finding that constant scrolling may be killing our attention span and could be forcing our brain to bounce around when we try to focus. It's a term they are calling a popcorn brain. So here to tell us more about it is Dr. Frances Murphy, a healthy living expert. Dr. Murphy, what on earth is popcorn brain?
Popcorn brain. Dr. Levy from Washington in 2011 termed popcorn brain. He was looking back in 2011 at the attention span of the average human being in 2004. And what he found was the average person had an attention span of about 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
So that's about it.
And now, and when he was doing his study, it had or dropped down to about 74 seconds. And now today, it is a measly 47 seconds.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
shameful.
What are some of the symptoms that maybe we have popcorn brain?
Well, you can't focus on anything for any length of time. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of simple. I mean, I think that the name says it all. Your brain pops around from thing to thing.
Mhm.
But what goes on in your brain is in order to cycle into a new subject, you have to be able to do this, right? And so if your brain is programmed to pop from subject to subject, it's not used to staying focused on one thing very long, and your brain becomes accustomed to that behavior. So then when it comes time to focus on something for a length of time, you're less able to do it.
So are there any concerns about this? Any long-term ailments that could develop out of this?
Well, it's kind of like a form of ADHD, right?
Mhm.
You can't focus. You can't focus on anything to get anything done in life. You have to be able to focus on things in order to accomplish things, right? You're driving down the street. You can't become out of focus for very long. And so these types of things creep in, and then you see behaviors that are not conducive to health. Well, one of the things that you can link this to is when you're on social media for a long time, you usually are it affects your sleep. The
Mm.
flashing lights, these little bursts of dopamine drive you to be very tired, and the blue lights, they keep you from getting good sleep, so you're tired all the time. We've been covering a lot of stories that are based on these energy drinks. Is so these kids are not only doing a lot of social media, but they're drinking caffeine and sugar and
Yeah.
stuff like that to stay alert, and it compounds the issue.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to put down the energy drinks, put down the phone, put it on silent, and maybe read a book for a solid 30 minutes. How would
Go for
that
a
kind of
walk.
help undo some of this damage that we've done?
Go for a walk, enjoy the
Yeah.
trees and the scenery. Go smell the roses.
Yeah, yeah. It's incredible because as I was preparing for this story, an email comes in, someone comes up to my desk. I wanted to check social media because of something I posted. I was looking for more information, and it's constant. I mean, you're constantly toggling from activity to activity. And then I sat there and said, oh, what's next? So when you're in that moment, it can feel very overwhelming.
Yeah, and I have to admit, like drinks that stimulate you. I'll have a cup of coffee every day, and I do a little social media. I'm guilty of it,
Hmm.
but what I've done is I've driven it to time periods in my day where I've got control of it a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you can get control of it a little bit, you can get control of it a lot. It takes time. You have to put an effort into saying, I'm only going to do it for these short periods every day because it is impacting your brain. No matter what you think, it's
Yeah.
impacting your brain. And over time, you will become less efficient.
All right, Dr. Frances Murphy, the doctor's orders. I'm going to take a walk today. I'm going to set a limit on my social media, and I'm only going to do it at certain times. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
So easy.